Inquisitor Shamael has been in basically everybody's videos as of late, as he's kind of considered the MVP of HYDRA, much the way Maneater, for instance, would be considered the MVP of the original clan boss. If you want to know why in particular, it has to do with his passive. Anytime somebody gains a fear or true fear, it gets instantly removed and they gain 15% turn meter. And this is on a 0 cooldown, meaning it can happen literally every time. Well, that can be quite interesting, especially when you pair it with certain masteries. And if we look at certain masteries, let me give you an example here. You can get the counterattack mastery that happens for when somebody actually ends up placing one of those debuffs. So if I show you here, I go to my masteries, has a 20% chance to counterattack when an enemy when they apply a stun, sleep, fear, true fear, okay? So they can counterattack from the fear happening, they can go, they can then counterattack, get feared again, get cleansed, somebody else can counterattack, and you can have sort of a wombo combo happening. Now, there is an argument to be made that this is a very powerful wombo day combo, and that maybe perhaps he needs a nerf. I would make one argument into this, which is that first and foremost, he is a void epic, so he's hard to get his hands on. This is not a rare or a normal epic, or even a normal legendary. This is a epic void. So it is hard to get your hands on, okay? On top of it, this is the only hero that does this. I mean, the game is built around acquiring heroes to beat content. That's the core of the game. I don't understand why we would have a character in the game that beats HYDRA, and then we look at the hero and say, this hero beats HYDRA, therefore that cannot be allowed to happen. It would also not stand to logic that they knew this hero was already in the game, considering they literally designed him. Then they designed the HYDRA. I would argue it is very bad implementation of designing stuff where you literally have to change previous parts of the game where people have literally already spent money on and are actively building because it currently works, because it's already been released, and then change it. I don't think that makes much logical sense, considering you could have designed the boss to not allow the removal of the fear. You could have designed this a million other ways. I don't see them saying they're going to nerf this, because it would be stupid in my own personal opinion for them to nerf something like this. Why would you nerf the reason people are going to buy void shards? You made a hard piece of content on purpose so that you need certain heroes, which, by the way, can only be used in individual keys. So if you want this guy to be able to claim you a 1 key in the hard chest and a 1 key in the normal or whatever and go down the line, guess what? You're going to need multiple Inquisitor Shamaels, and you're probably going to want them built out as well so that he's not consistently dying. Now, maybe the wombo combo is fairly strong. I could understand that. But then again, that was already known before the HYDRA came out. Is it not my understanding that we have testing for a reason? So if it comes to the game, it should be ready to go, unless there's bug fixes or something like that. I don't think this one slipped through the cracks. It seems blatantly obvious. A person has a move that makes fear and true fear do nothing. The HYDRA came out with a major mechanic of having fear and true fear. This is 2 and 2 put together. It seems intentional. And I should clarify, I don't think there's anything wrong with this hero being really good. Why would a hero being really good in content matter? I mean, Siphi's exist, and she's good everywhere, okay? I mean, Blender comps exist that are good for Arena. You know what I mean? We're not using that in a lot of other places. Like, people build specific things for specific purposes. This hero was pretty cool, right? But he just got a major reason to be excited about him. We just got a major reason to want to try to get void epics. This is a monetizational point, which is not wrong of them to make, by the way. Like, they can try to get us to apropos voids to get a good void epic. There's nothing wrong with this idea. So the concept of this hero needs to be rebalanced because the players can use them to actually beat the hard content is a completely stupid point. And for me, it makes zero sense. Now, I know there's people out there doing 100 million damage and all that, oh my god, but dude, there's people literally breaking the integer value of the current clan boss, okay? Damage is going to develop over time. That will in fact happen. People will become better as they figure it out. And I think it would be highly negative to when people figure it out by getting the correct heroes. And now that we have the empowerment system, literally empowering up 3 versions of these heroes and making them strong so you have the best Hydra team, and then removing that because, oh no, you figured out the combo, is a stupid point. So if they nerf Inquisitor Shamael, I will be surprised. It would seem to go against their own monetization of value. It would go against basic logic. It would go against the fact that we had testing servers already. It would go against the fact everyone knew before Hydra was literally even launched that Inquisitor Shamael was going to be MVP and was discussed about, and then Hydra and Inquisitor Shamael on the patch that they were released in their current iteration. This was on purpose. If he gets nerfed now, it's why would you nerf after people spent the money on him? That's not cool. It's not fair. You know what I mean? Especially if you don't revert it. So nerf? No, I don't think so. And if they do nerf it, what the f are we doing?